What's up, guys? We just wanted to jump on here and say thank you for all of you that have watched the videos. A couple of you guys have commented and saying you enjoyed it, and that's why we're doing it. We enjoy doing this. We enjoy getting out here running the dogs and have come to enjoy filming it as well. And so we hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Drop us a comment, tell us what you think about them, tell us how we can improve, tell us what we don't need to do. We'll take it all. But we just wanted to say thank you and we appreciate it. We're going coon hunting tonight. We're getting a late start. It is 9:28, so we are giving these coons a big head start on us. So if we tree them tonight, it's their own fault. But we're going to a farm that we got permission to hunt, and I've only coon hunted it one time. So it's rained all day, but it's warmed up a little bit. I think it's in the low 40s, and so it's a little bit warmer. The coons should be moving, and we're hoping they are anyways. We're gonna try to cut Star loose tonight and see if we can't put a few up and show you guys some eyeballs. We'll see you guys out there. We just cut Star and had to cross a creek that's pretty full. It's been raining. It's rained all day today, and so the creek was running pretty heavy, but we got across, wasn't no issue. We got her cut up the side of this ridge. It's pretty steep, but once you get to the top, it flattens off. So we'll see what she does. We wanted to talk to you guys for a minute about some of the gear we're using, because we've had a couple guys ask about what we use for these hunts and different things. So I guess I could start with my light. It's one of the most important things while we're out here is having a good light. This is a Hellcat. You can see it on the side there. It's a Hellcat. It's got, you got a red on low setting, you've got a red on a high setting, and you've got a green and then an amber. I like using the red. The coons will look at the red light a whole lot better than the normal bright white walking light. So when we get to the tree, I usually try to start off with the red light, see if I can get them to look and see their eyeballs. Then it's got a walking light on low, walking light on bright, a spot on low, and a spot on high. So I like it. It's done me pretty good. Holds charge really well and lasts throughout the night. I prefer the hard cap, the bump cap. I can't tell you how many times I've been walking through stuff and banged my head, and if I just had a soft cap, it wouldn't have protected me like this thing would have. I guess next, and it's not any least important, but it's probably more important, is the tracking system that we're using. So I am running an Alpha 100. I started out with an Astro 320, and the 320 is nice, but this Alpha 100 is an upgrade because it's got touchscreen, but on top of that, it has got the track and train feature. The collar I use on my dog is a TT15. The TT stands for track and train. So with this handheld, the Alpha 100, and the TT15 collar by Garmin, I have the capability to not only track and see where my dog's at, but I can also train her. It has prongs where I can shock her if need be. I can give her a little bit of electricity if she's getting towards a road and getting near danger, or if she's just going the wrong way, or if she's running off game, I can train her that way. It also has the tone feature, and that's really nice if you can get a tone broke dog where you can literally just hit a button and it beeps on their collar, and they know when they hear that beep, it's time to turn around and come back. And so I haven't had this very long, but it's already showing to be very useful. I love my Garmin Alpha. I mean, it tells you everything. It tells you what your dog's doing. It literally tells me, say she's 1,300 yards, 1,500 yards out, and I can't hear her barking. So I don't know if she's just running or if she's actually tracking something. It will tell me on here if she's barking. So I know if she's out of earshot, I still know if she's actually tracking something and barking, opening on the track. So I like that feature a lot. I guess next we could talk about the ammunition that we're using. We're obviously carrying a 22, and we like to use the CCI Stingers. My buddy Alex turned me on to those. I don't know if you guys can see them there. It's a CCI Stinger. It just packs just a little more punch, and typically you can put one of these in a coon, and before too long he's coming out of the tree. And I know a lot of guys like to burn them up and get them out of the tree with a lot of life left in them, and I'm not too much about that. I want the I don't want to get my dogs tore up. I know they're supposed to be able to kill the coon, but I don't want to get my dogs tore up. They've done their job, so it's my job to knock the coon out to them. And we like using the CCI stingers. I think they do a good job. I believe that's about it. You don't have to have all this stuff to go coon hunting. When I started, I had the basic Astro 320 handheld, and I had a little spotlight, and I'd charge that sucker up, go to the woods, and I'd hunt till it died. And so you don't have to have it, but as time goes on, I suggest saving your money and investing in good stuff, because it'll make your hunting experience a whole lot better. Well, Star has struck in, and it's a really steep ridge we're on right now. She's kind of over the edge of it, so I can hear her, but not very loud. She's 222 yards, and she's barking. She's actually showing treed, and I think she is treed. She's about 224 yards, so she is tracked and fallen treed. So we're going to go around the edge of this ridge and see what she's got up a tree. Good girl, Star. That's him. There he sits. Can you see that good?
Yep.
There's the rings. Alright, get my gun.
Yeah, he's moving up.
Dude, he cooked that.
Yep, he's still moving up.
There's another one there too.
Is there?
Yeah. There was one I hit.
There's 2 coons?
Yeah.
Like in the same limb?
Yeah.
Oh, there is. I see him.
Alright, I'm ready. Ready?
Yep.
I don't got a good shot. I'm gonna come around to you.
Yeah, come right to me. Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Hit him, didn't it?
Yep. Coming back down.
Got him again? Man. Sucker's tough, ain't he? Can't see very well. That got him. He's coming. He's coming.
Keep it on him.
He's going to fall. Get ready. Get ready to go.
Here it comes.
Get up closer. Stay with it. Stay with it. There he comes. There he comes. Zoom out. So you can stay on him when he falls. Man, that joker. Oh, there he goes.
Get him, Start.
Watch out for the stick. No, it's up. It's got some knife. Good girl.
Good girl, Star.
I'm gonna grab a hold out of here. About to grab a hold of that ear. About to grab a hold of that ear. See it biting her?
Yeah.
All right, I was gonna let you guys know what just happened at that last tree. So we cut her, like we told you earlier, off the creek, and we got across the creek, cut her. She worked up this ridge and she fell treed. And when she fell treed, we immediately came in here to her. I told you it's like 220 yards, 227. We got to the tree and there was no coon in the tree. Dead coon. There was no coon in the tree. And so I shined it over good, plenty good. I know for a fact there was no coon in that tree. So we called it Slick. I gave her a little bit of discipline, if you know what I mean, and we sent her on, and she worked in here probably another 100 yards, fell treed, and had 2 coons. So the second tree, she had 2 coons in the tree, and we were probably less than 100 yards from the first tree. And then on the way here to this tree, there was a tree with a coon in it. So there's coons all in these trees around here. I don't know if she was just winding and smelled a little bit of coon scent on that tree. Like we said, she's young. We are working through some kinks right now, but we want to tell you what's going on. So we're happy with what she did. She got a little bit of discipline. We sent her on. She came in here, locked down, had 2 coons. We shot one of them out. We're gonna take her on and cut her loose again and see if we can't get another one treed. We wanted to talk about something with you guys really quick. I don't know that I've ever seen this. It was pretty cool. We were talking about how it's the middle of January. These coons are starting to rut. Boars are tapping trees. Well, we got to this tree and shined this tree, and we didn't initially know that there were 2 coons in the tree. And when I shot, this joker jumped, I hit him, and he ran up another limb, and that's when we found out that there was 2 coons in the tree. And the one we shot was had to be laying directly on top of the other coon. And we got him down and saw that he was a boar coon. So I can guarantee you there's a sow in the tree, and I may be wrong, but if I'm not, it goes to prove that these coons are rutting. This joker's probably tapped a bunch of trees out here tonight looking for his girlfriend. So we thought that was pretty neat. I don't know that I've ever experienced that before, and we wanted to tell you guys about it. Well, Star has struck in. You may be able to hear. And I was just going to talk a little bit about the type of terrain we're hunting, or the property we're hunting. We are hunting in Tennessee, and we got permission on this farm. There's a lot of fields on this farm, and this particular track we've cut on, it's a bunch of fields, and there's a creek bed right at the base of the ridge, and it's a pretty steep ridge, but you typically can strike some coons on this creek bed, and they'll run up and tree them up on top of this ridge up here. Gets a little steep, but the good news is you just got to walk it once, because once you go up, you're good. You can tree, get to the tree, come back down is pretty easy. So she is opening on a decent track and is headed straight up that ridge, just like we thought she would. And hopefully she can get one treed before he makes it to the den, because I know I've treed on a den tree up here on this same ridge. It's a pretty big den, so hopefully she can get him put up before he gets there. All right, we made it out of the woods, and Star had struck down on the creek like we showed you, and she ended up working the track up through a cutover, and it was thick. She got treed like 300 yards up on the top of the ridge, and we literally had to walk straight through a cutover to get to her. Really thick stuff. I mean, we were just inching along. We finally got up there, and she had treed right on the fence row on one of the biggest trees I've ever been to following a dog. It was a huge tree and had limbs going everywhere, had crooks and crannies in it. I shined it and couldn't find a coon, so not sure. I don't think he was there, but there is still a possibility he could have been, because it was a big old tree. And so we backed off a couple of different ways and shined it, and could never see eyeballs or a body. We finally decided to leash her up and get out of there, and we have made it back to the truck, and we are headed to the house. It is late, or early I should say, and we're ready to go to bed. So we're gonna get out of here. For you that are watching our videos, if you're watching the videos, make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button so that when we do post videos, you get a notification and you can watch them when we post them, and we sure would appreciate it. Thank you.